goodness gracious. Boy, very irregular arcades. Exceptionally sharp. Ooh, sores in here. And you can often demonstrate how uncomfortable they are. A little pressure, right? That hurts, right there. If you follow the line of teeth back to where it hits the masseter muscle right up here and put a little gentle pressure up and in, and you watch his eye, you can see how that hurts, right? He's trying to get away. He doesn't like that. No, that's not good. But the good news is we can fix all of this, can't we? Yeah, it's no big deal. We can fix it. So the way we fix it is these hand tools. Part of the reason floating teeth traditionally is so effective is we generally do it right in their stalls. So they're kind of comfortable with their surroundings. Why don't you move your behind that way? So we can get your good side on camera. Huh? You want to get your good side on camera? Go ahead. Back. Come on. Back a little. I know it's a little unusual. It's a little odd. Okay, but watch. You're going like this. So what allows us to be so effective with this work is these horses are often suffering. If this little guy has really extremely irregular arcades, large, very sharp hooks or enamel points, as we call them, that are cutting him up all over the interior of his mouth. His cheeks, perhaps even his tongue, are all bearing the cuts from all of this sharpness in here. So as a 4-year-old, I don't imagine he's had his teeth floated many times. Probably at the track a time or two. Had both teeth out, etc. But it looks as though the past few years, at least, there has been much floating of the teeth going on to this fellow. Oh, I can just feel my tool jumping around on this stuff, so I know we're talking big hooks. You know, horses are not accustomed to suffering. If we come into their stall and we're cruel to them, we beat them, they will try and get away from us. Now you can see, if you look at this guy's nose, I don't think he's suffering too much. Do you? No, I don't think he's suffering. No, I think she's done, but that's another story. Yes, okay. Yeah, with a 4-year-old, concentration isn't his strong suit, but as long as I keep giving him something to think about, like floating his teeth, he remains very quiet for that. Oh, the other mouth. Switch sides. So now we're probably on the third and fourth premolars, perhaps. Right there, big hook. Maybe getting back to the first molar. You can see that material on there. The bigger chips and flakes will fall off, and you just heard them crunch on one. I understand. Yes. Some horses can be a little more patient. Like I said, it's not his strong suit. But nonetheless, he's a good boy. So I'll put the speculum on him. And really get a feel for what's going on in there. Right, handsome? Now, I don't imagine this guy's worn too many speculums. And he's going to take a good look at it. But as long as we put it in there with confidence and patience, right? They usually take to things without too much fuss. You know, it looks pretty rough, but they seem to take to it so well that I don't think it frightens them nearly as much as it might worry their owners or some folks who are very scared of these speculums. It's really the only way you can fully address the mouth. That is all of the lower teeth, all the way to that back. And, ooh, boy, irregular. Using the speculum allows me to compare the two sides of his mouth at once, the left and the right sides. It's very simple to go between the left and the right side. Upstairs as well. Gee, you're just so sharp upstairs. Okay. Okay, let's see what we can do, buddy. It's always the last tool you choose, isn't it? So, now that the speculum's in, I have a lay of the land. I have an idea what I'm trying to accomplish. Let's see what we can do here. It's important to start slow. Just not pulling against me as much as sort of bracing against my hand. I'm not really holding him up as much as steadying him. When you're floating, there's quite a lot of pressure being exerted on this, the head of this tool. Here's where the really sharp stuff is. Right back. And you can see how he relaxed. His head comes forward. And you're going to give his head a little tip. As if to say, yeah, right there, get it. This is the first tool I use when I get them in the speculum. It's a straight low. There's no real angle on the end of it. So it allows me to do the last of the premolars, maybe the first two molars. Usually it doesn't allow me to get to that last molar upstairs. For that, these next two tools. This one having a slight angle, it's not quite straight. Okay, you're doing great. You're a good boy. So then I again return to the lowers with this next tool. Work my way from the premolars back to the molars. Like I said, he had that real high spot on his lowers. And then the uppers, he's just tragic back here. Left side sharp, right side's terribly sharp. Having floated thousands of mouths, I have a tendency to do that initial exam and then go to my tools, do considerable amounts of filing, then come back and check, see how I've done. And then usually I have to go through some of the tools once again to get all the details just right. But as you can see, he's relaxed and he's quite engaged in what we're doing here. Really a good boy. Big fan of thoroughbreds, love them. Got neat minds. They love to work. Hard-working horses. Okay. My goodness. We're getting there. You feel good about this. This boy. Right there. Big up. Tooth is still hyper-erupted. It's a great big tooth, but it is smaller now and it does have a better shape. Okay, let's see. All right, we're really in the home stretch here. So the worst of it's still over here on this right side. Most horses have a tendency to sharpen up faster on the right. They're right. It's just a result of the way they tend to rotate that mandible. It tends to clean up things a little better on the left, pardon me, and work the sharpness in faster and on the right side. And he's no exception. Horse on the right, excuse me. Horse on the right. Let me see all the way to the back. Okay. Oh, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. One more going down back there. One more. Yeah, very good. So he's a young horse. He's just a 4-year-old. It's quite incredible how things can get so far out of shape so fast on these guys. But they do. You know, the teeth are shedding. Teeth are coming in. Teeth are coming out. And the shedding process doesn't go smoothly. That can create some very uneven arcades, as well as just the wearing and eruption process. Okay, let's call that it. Very good, very good, very good. Oh my goodness, he's a good boy, this battle. I mean, look at him. So as you can see, horses take quite well to this speculum. It's really no big deal when it's put on by a practiced hand. And as I said, I don't use it on horses that are under 2.5, as there's no real need. They have baby mouths yet, and all the teeth that are in their mouth can easily be accessed without use of the speculum. It's only as horses get older that it becomes critical. If they have that full mouth, those last molars become impossible to give the proper bevel to, give all the attention needed without the speculum. So everybody wears it, and I believe it enhances every single foot. This little tool is called an S-file, and it allows for just the last filing up of this bit seat. It means addressing these second premolars, giving them a little extra attention so that they're nice and smooth. So that when this cheek here is pulled back across those teeth, there's nothing sharp, no, there's nothing bothersome. There's a lot of flesh around here, and it can get worked up across those teeth and ulcerate and become sensitive. So a little extra attention really pays off when it comes to the bit seat. I'm not talking Texas size bit seats. I don't want to see teeth ground down to nothing. We're just talking about a gentle bevel from the table of that tooth, beveling down toward the gum. Some folks have described it as it should look like the top of your thumb, so something like that, if you can imagine, right? Yeah, no, just no sharp edges is what's critical. Okay, I know. Come on. It looks like our battery's gonna die soon. Huh? It's terrible if our battery dies. Right? So the second premolars get a little last minute attention here, a little additional rolling. These are the upper ones. Using that first tool, that shaper as it's known. Alright. Yes, I know. It's terrible. It's horrible. It's terrible. Yeah, these little ones, their patience runs out, right? Yeah, he's a little sick of me. He's a little sick of me. He can be that way. We only have one more tooth to do, my friend.